You have like a community?
It's on now.
Or like your viewers could like...
I told you it's crazy to do it. There's definitely people that are regular on it. 100%. Lots of them.
Like I'm saying like
Outside of what? Like in terms of like Fishbrain, yeah.
No, I'm saying like a chat.
The chat on the stream.
No, I'm saying outside of stream.
No, I don't. Too much work right now because I'm managing like 3 different platforms. You know what I mean? It's too much work.
What's this, like a smaller boilie?
It's a pop-up.
Oh, pop-up.
I'm just putting 2 on it to change it up. What's going on, people? What's going on? Yeah, my friend Carlos is over here, and he could attest that it literally took me about an hour to get the stream going. Yo, would you pass me the pack bait, bro? Please. You're going to Spooky Brook? What should you use? If the water's calm, I would throw like jigs and stuff like that and finesse baits. That's what I would do. Finesse your stuff. That's what I would start with. I don't know. I'm not there though, so I don't know the conditions or like if there's any action going on in the water. This time of year, if I go around this time of the day, actually what I'll usually start with is a buzzbait. Carlos knows. I won't ever give a buzzbait up if I have one in my hand, right, dude? I'll go down swinging with a buzzbait with nothing. Stubborn. Alright. See what the stream's looking like. It's such a much better time to go fishing for carp compared to earlier today, even an hour ago. It's way better right now. It's cool. It's finally cooling off. My pack bait actually is a little dry, dude. I gotta put some water in it. I'm gonna throw this one out there, but you probably didn't even know because you're not used to it, but it's too dry. It's not sticking in there, if you noticed. I'll put some of this in there. It's not sticky enough. At least all my stuff is still baited up from earlier today. Yo, backwoods, what's going on? Backwoods. Mix in the pack bait. Carlos is wearing, what do you call those again? Crocs?
What?
Crocs, dude?
Yeah, it's my fishing shoes.
Shit.
They're versatile.
I thought I respected you. I could never do it. I don't even think my prosthetic foot would fit in Crocs. They actually probably would, because I think they stretch and shit, right? I don't know. I don't really care, because I'm never wearing Crocs, no matter how comfortable they are. I think a tiny bit more water, even though that could overdo it, because you'd be surprised in a few minutes what a tiny bit of water will do to a pack bait once all the stuff, the oats and everything, absorb it all, gets all sticky again. Anyone fishing tonight? There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Anyone doing some fishing tonight other than Attic over there? Or this weekend? Tomorrow's supposed to be like a storm. You know that, Carlos?
Yeah.
At I don't know. It said on my phone like starting at 10 a.m. it's gonna be like a flood warning or something. I don't know. I didn't look into it too much, but I got like a pop-up on my phone. This is just not getting the way I want it to be. I can't get it there. Yummy. How you doing? How's it going, man? Look at my hand. I hate pack bait's like so nasty sometimes. You know what? I don't mind it like this when it's fresh, but when it's been like fermenting, like, cause like I put it in the fridge, but I'm saying like when you've had it out a few times out in the sun, it gets that like, it literally ferments, I think. The corn or the oats, I don't know what it is because I don't know the science behind fermentation, but I know it's fermenting because it smells like soury, like, and there's nothing dairy in there, so I imagine that's fermentation. I don't know. I think that's better. Alright, so this guy's about to go out. I wonder if anyone in the UK will be joining this beautiful evening. It really is a nice evening, isn't it? Like, it's freaking like the first night in a while that it's not been like either raining or really hot. Oh, I brought a hot dog, dude. To eat, not to use. I just keep it in with my bait though, just so I don't have to use 2 containers. No, I might, if the carp aren't biting, I might put a hot dog on that. Is that green bar still going up and down? Sorry to ask you, Carlos, on my phone. But you know that green bar?
Yeah,
it's going up and down. Thanks, dude. Sorry, bro. I don't mean to try to make you an employee. But it's helpful to know, because then I don't have to, like... Because earlier my mic just stopped for some reason, and it took me a few minutes to realize. So that one I'm literally just throwing... I don't even like that cast. And I spent way too much time setting this shit up. Oh! I thought something grabbed it. See? I knew that I didn't like that cast, man. It was just a sloppy cast, and it tangled up on itself. But I was gonna say, I spent too long setting this stream up and too much time this morning to like just throw a haphazard cast out there and have to wonder. But you know what? Every cast with pack bait's okay in this area, because usually you don't get turtles. So it's kind of just chum in the water. And now the pack bait's a lot better. It's like stickier, like a ball. Yeah, thank you, Bonnie. Hold on, let me move it up because I can't see the rest of it. Scotland, Joe. Once somebody, I can't see it yet. I'm sorry, it's too hard to explain. That stupid heart's in the way. But I can't. From Scotland, welcome from Scotland. That's awesome. And thank you. Thank you for your well wishes. I'm just gonna wipe them on my pants because that's the kind of man I am. It's better than when I wipe that Procure fish scent all over my pants every 2 seconds. I'll never change. Yeah, I want to get it a little more in the middle, but also, like, I'll show you, like, see how I stopped it right as it hit the water? It forces, in theory, it forces the hair part to, like, you know, your, like, actual, like, hook link area. You know, the leader that you buy from Amazon, those things. It forces it to kind of kick out because you're stopping the weight, and that keeps going forward. So if you, in theory, and usually I think it works pretty dang well. So, because that's one thing about those carp rigs is like if they swing around, man, like it's just tangled up out there. and then you're kind of SOL, shit out of luck. So this is also going to be a corn boilie, sweet corn boilie. Dang, forgot how long that rod was. A sweet corn boilie with a pop-up. And the reason I am doing that, Carlos, dude, because like I'm trying, because they say like I think it'll give it more of a wafter. I can't see but like a wafter where it's kind of like a neutral buoyancy, not like floating up, not sinking down on the bottom, but just kind of like a tiny little bit. I don't know, just playing around with something. I don't know why. Plus, in any case, it smells really strong, like strawberry and banana. I don't know about you, but I like strawberry and banana smoothies and stuff, so. And last time I checked. Oh, and then my pack bait is vanilla. Vanilla extract and chili powder mixed with oats, sweet feed, and what else did I put in this thing? Oats, sweet feed, creamed corn. That's right, creamed corn. Basically, I'm trying to replicate a carp's natural diet by giving it the chili powder that it generally finds all over the place. Alright, we'll put a nice chunky piece on here. Oh, almost lost the pack bait. Rinse my hands. I don't know what happened earlier. I think I grabbed the battery thinking it said like 70%. I think I thought it said, but it must have said 20%. And you know why I did that? Because that's the kind of man I am. I'm always doing that kind of thing. Alright, so you can't see where I'm casting it, but I'm casting it all the way across onto a shelf. And it's heavy as hell. So I'm going to lob it. And make sure that my two-piece rod is not too strong. Alright. And on that shelf, I'm putting it, I guess you would say there's like a bunch of like emergent vegetation. Spatter dock, I think. Right in front of that bush. That was beautiful. You can't even see, you guys, but I hate to pat myself on the back, but that was nice. It was nice. Carlos, you're a good caster too, so you could give. It was a pretty good cast, right? Thanks, man. Carlos racked up like 5 bass last night at a place we were fishing at. I got skunked. 5 good bass, I might add. What the heck? I didn't realize people were chatting. I just had to scroll up. Bonnie Scotland Joe, what's going on? Bonnie Scotland, okay. And what's going on, Joe? Now I can see since you don't have a giant heart in the way. Thanks for joining, man. Magoo, what's going on? So this canal holds some monsters, like real monsters too. Literally like over 20 pound. In fact, if we're talking grass carp, we could go up to 55 pounds. There's the lid to this. Let's get the third one out there. So this is where the stream cut off earlier today, right before I was gonna cast this out. But yeah, I don't know why this one works, but it works. It just defies everything, all logic of a bolt rig. I just leave the drag a little tighter but still loose. I put the bobber stops a little up so when it hits, it has a little run and then it stops it, I guess, and it gets caught in its mouth. But I don't know why, but it works very well. No pack bait, nothing. Like sometimes I'll throw some corn in the area because I'm generally putting corn on this one, which is what I'm gonna do. So I'll throw some corn out there. But I'm just saying, thanks for watching, you guys. Get this corn off. That's why I always kick myself, because I always say, you know what, every time I put corn on it, if it's still on, I should take it off before I leave, or it's gonna turn into hard corn. How do I do this? How do I do this kind of thing? I just can't stay out of trouble. I'm all tangled up. This way. How did I even do this? I'll have to play that back later. I don't even... I'm almost there. It's just crazy. Alright. Sorry about that. So let me get the corn out there. This is gonna be what I've been using lately, which is boiled feed corn. So I buy the corn, a big bag. I bought it like a 50-pound bag for like $8 of feed corn, and then I soak it for 24 hours, and I boil it for like, I forget off the top of my head exactly, but it's like 30 minutes usually, and I keep checking it to get the consistency I like. Not too soft, but not too hard. You want it to like break apart. Like that one's hard actually, so. Oh yeah, this batch is a little harder than usual, so it's not going to be a good example. But I actually like it like this too, because it stays on there very well. And then on this one, similar to the pop-up, I'm going to put a fake corn on the end, which I should have put that on first on here, but I'm going to add a fake corn to the end of this. And the fake corn, they say they float, but they don't really float that well, the fake corn. You got to put like 4 or 5 of them to get them to float. But I like it because I feel like it keeps these things on a little better. So I'm just going to put 3 of those. Go back, put my fake corn, which I forgot to put on first. Fake corn is on. Boom. Hair rig. And then the bait stop. Have you gotten better at putting the bait stops on, Carlos?
Yeah, I get them on really easy.
It takes a second, and then you become a pro, right? At first you're like, how the hell will I ever get this on? And that's it for me on the basic setup. Alright, let's get this guy out there. So we're right in front of a lock, by the way. Like the spill way or whatever. What do you call that? The waterfall? I don't know. Where it spills over from the upper end of the lock is about 50 yards or so that way. 80, I don't know. You could hear it probably. So we're kind of like in the pool where all the flow comes out of those walls. And your rod's like moving a lot. I don't know if you have something or not, but it depends how heavy the weight is. 4 ounces? Well, where did you cast that direction initially? It's going all the way. It's kind of like to the left. Do you think something moved it? I don't know. I'm putting this there. I would check it though. Well, how? I don't know. Have you been watching it close? Ow. Scissors. Scissors got me when I bent over. Ow. 4 ounces? I don't think it should be moving if it's 4 ounces. That's what I think. That's weird that 4 ounces would move, is what I'm saying. Because I got like half an ounce out there on this one and it's not moving at all. And that's 2 ounces and 2 ounces and they're not moving at all. So if that's 4, yeah, that's weird, man. I would recast. I would check your stuff and recast it is what I would do.
You sure it moved though?
That's just my opinion though, not...
You sure it moved?
I don't know. I thought you said that you casted... I thought you said you were casting at that corner. So if you cast it towards that corner, then it moved. I would just check it, man. What's the worst that could happen? Just recasting it again? It's gonna drive me crazy. So if there's not a bait on it, you're just wasting your time. What's going on, people? Thank you for the likes. Appreciate it. Man, I really want a big carp right now. Was your bait on there? It was tangled up, right? That's another thing. It might have gotten moved by the turtles. Might have grabbed that pack bait, because that's happened to me here before. I need my sound thing to be visible so I can not have to guess if the mic's on or not. Sorry. Nice. I can see it. Yep. I'm observing the stream. Interesting. I don't know if it's just this Android phone that I'm using right now to look at it with, but it seems like it keeps getting bright and then dark, the stream. Watch you don't bump the thing, please, because it'll destroy the whole stream if you even touch that thing. Please don't bump the tripod or anything with the pack bait bag. This just goes off. That needs to be looser. That needs to be loose. I learned my lesson every day when I almost lost a rod. Freaking flying down here on this electric scooter. You guys couldn't even see probably. You might have saw like a little bit, but that dude was doing like, I don't know, a good 40 or 50. It shouldn't move. If that's 4 ounces, that shouldn't move. So I don't know. If it does, we'll see. Maybe that's just where you're casting, to the left. Oh, that's me kicking it, I think. I hope so. Yeah. It's made me nervous. I thought I had a bite. Thought I had a bite. Yeah, I don't even want to put the pack bait near. Trust me, like get that thing. It's so finicky, man. I'm keeping everything away. Even this don't want to move. If I bump it, the microphone falls out, and then like I don't know, and then nobody watches because it's like. I'm gonna move there because you're not gonna go in the lock, right? Like in front of it. I'm gonna put one right there, then this one. I'm surprised you don't want to be there. That's a good spot right there. I'm gonna put the microphone here for a second because I'm gonna move a rod. So I think that's just where it was casted. And I thought it was in the corner. But you still, I mean, I don't know. Do what you want to do, but I don't know. I gotta like check my stuff if I think it's messed up. It was tangled up too, so it's good. Huh? It definitely was worth it, yep. or else it's just sitting out there getting wasted. I gotta keep a really close eye now on that rod all the way at the end. I'm gonna put a bell on it anyway, even though I hate putting it on my rod, but just to maybe get a little added something. I think I could bring the microphone that far. Let's see. I'd like to put it as high up here as I can, if you guys could even still hear me from over there, but so it gets the most ding ding ding. I wish I had a bite alarm. I gotta get some bite alarms. I gotta get some bite alarms. You know those like electronic things that you could the thing that beeps. The old beeper. Yeah, no, it's weird. Sometimes on the stream, there's like no one watching, and then sometimes there'll be like 40 people. Some days, like, where I don't know. It's just I don't know what it is yet, but I'll figure it out. How's it going, you guys? Oh, dude, I better... Somebody... Never mind. I'm not even gonna say it. Say it, somebody will do it. We're going for monster carp, you guys. And by monster carp, I actually do mean monster carp, because there are monsters in here pretty much in front of any of the locks on the DNR canal. How's it? Not yet, but we just kind of, I just got like bait in the water basically. What about you?
No, I just got around here.
Oh, you got around here too?
I tried down in a southbound brook earlier under the 287 bypass.
Yeah.
Not the bypass, the bridge over there.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I got a few bites, but
Nothing. That one area over on Easton Ave was okay, but that was on the day when the wind was blowing against the bank the other day.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like windy days on the canal when it's hitting this side. And then
it pushes them all towards you.
yeah, like I'll literally if it's windy, I'll look on the deep dive thing at the wind map, and I'll only go to those stretches where that wind is hitting the bank on this side, because it does help, man. At least in my experience.
You ever try for carp kind of near the Duke Island Park area?
Everybody says I should, and I'm going to. In the pond or the river? The river.
That whole stretch.
Thank you, man.
Like the Basilion statue.
Yeah.
The spillway.
You're like the 1,000th person, and I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to, because, like, I got it now. Everybody keeps saying it. You think so? Yeah. Dude, I'm going to.
It's crazy.
And it's probably good service for, like, a stream, too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm sure, because that's such a...
Definitely.
It's like a busy area, basically. There's probably, like, 20 towers. Oh, I've heard, dude. You fish there, right, dude? Sometimes. This is Carlos, my friend. He fishes over there. He's told me the same thing. other people have told me the same thing. Probably like 5 or 6.
Oh yeah, you gotta try for the carp over there.
I'm gonna.
Have you even seen a koi?
Probably
That's
next
still
week I'm gonna do that actually instead of, because I'm always hitting the same spots. I'm getting sick of them, man.
I feel you.
I need to switch it up a little bit.
Definitely on a weekday, like in the morning and stuff. That
Yeah.
spillway, there's no one there.
For real?
On the weekends, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's packed.
What about at like 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. you think? Because that's my usual.
Be there.
That's my usual streaming time. I just had trouble doing that today, so.
Yeah, no, I've seen you've been doing good. I saw on the YouTube you got like 300 subs now.
Oh yeah, it's up and down. It's up and down,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, it's doing all right, and I appreciate that, man.
Thanks, man.
It's like it goes up and down, and you try to figure out why,
That's
you
how
know.
it is. But
What I'll do is just not give up. I'll just keep doing it and doing it and doing it and see what happens. If in 3 years it still isn't anywhere, then I'll probably give up.
but
I'll probably still do it for fun at that point,
exactly.
or get a job being a cellular engineer or something, because that's like seriously what this seems to require.
You definitely need to try Duke Island Park.
I will, and I thank you, man. I will. You'll see me there next week. I guarantee you. I'll be on stream over at Duke Island Park.
I mean, just
Now everybody's gonna
when I
go there.
start out fishing, I'll catch everything. Let me show you this cat.
Bass? Yeah.
You gotta see this shit that I caught here.
It's so funny. We all have the same phones nowadays. You could just tell the orange. You know what I mean?
Yup. Wow, smallmouth.
Oh my gosh, dude. How
25
big is that?
25 pounds.
25 pounds? On what was it? Because you were smallmouth, but on a swim bait?
3-inch paddle tail.
I knew you were going to say that. Oh my gosh, dude. That's amazing. That's like, you wouldn't even be able to see the picture probably in there, but
Oh yeah.
that was like, I don't know. How many, you think that was over 36 inches?
I don't know.
It's big, bro. It looks big.
I go by pounds. I don't go by.
I know, me too, but at the same time, like once you get into that length, yeah, that's freaking awesome, man.
Where is it? I've caught.
You're giving up your spot now, man. Oh my
Man,
gosh,
that spot been caught.
bro, that's a
I was
tank
there
though.
last week, people throwing cast nets in the river.
That's crazy.
So,
But people are always pulling tanks like that of all the species out of there too. Like that's like what was that? A 5-pounder, the smallie?
Yeah.
Damn, man, killing it, man. I would love. How hard did that fight? Hard?
Oh yeah.
Did it jump on you at all?
I try to keep it down.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like you don't want to lose that one.
When I
But
was like waist deep. I had like my whole rod was in the water trying to keep it down.
I can imagine,
It
man.
snagged probably harder than that fight.
I would jump in the water for a fish like that, dude. Like literally, like if I saw it get off, I would dive in and try to like get it.
Yeah.
That's how. And I'm not joking. I think I would do
Oh
that.
yeah, definitely.
Because if I didn't do that, I would go home and cry for the next like. Well, I wouldn't cry, but it would never leave my head. Put it that way. That's one of those kind of fish.
Definitely.
So hell yeah that you got it. Because you don't have to be haunted.
Flathead too.
Right in here, right? Like and like the locks, yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. On
Live
live
bluegill.
bluegill. Yep.
Yup.
Everybody. That's the same. Everybody uses a live bluegill. It works though. It works
Exactly.
when they're running. It definitely works.
Yeah.
And like, we got a fish, dude. What's going on, dude? Yeah, when it's working, man. I had a couple good nights like here actually, like right here.
Oh yeah, no, the same.
You too?
Just I go up right before like where the water's coming down.
Oh, you go on the
So
upper end
Yeah, but I'll sit like on top of it.
and
kinda-
fish on the lower end,
Yeah, well not on top, but closer to where it's spilling over.
but you're on the upper end still. I
Yeah,
gotcha.
I'm still on
Like in the
this
eddies on the
but-
side and against the
Yeah,
wall
yeah.
and stuff. That's
Like,
crazy,
I'll probably
man.
go 15, 20 feet up from where that concrete is.
Because I always get them in front of the locks, and I always think that's probably like, I mean, I feel like there's catfish everywhere, but I always feel like this is the better spot. But you saying that, it's like, all
I feel
right,
like the bigger
be
ones
try-
in there.
that's where I'm gonna be trying then. Dude. You know your stuff. I just saw the pictures. You caught some massive fish, man.
I just spend too much time out here. That's what it is.
Well, you know what? There's worse things you could be spending your time doing.
Yup,
So
man,
it's true.
I've learned that.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try over there.
Dude,
Good seeing you.
I'll
man.
see you probably when
I'm
you
gonna
pass
walk
by
back,
again. Yep,
man,
yep.
'cause I'm gonna fish down there.
Hopefully you get a beast again, man.
Yeah, no. Last weekend I did good. I got a walleye and a smallmouth out of there.
Out of the dam. Yeah. Somebody else said that he was like, you gotta come down here. There's walleye down there, and I was like, I would, but the stream, if you go down the concrete, it's like the signal.
Really?
Yeah, it's hard. Concrete's like plastic. There's a lot of things that won't block a signal, but concrete, it blocks the crap out of it. So it's weird. The second you go like a few feet down, it's like all of a sudden my YouTube just says like not receiving enough data. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, good luck.
Good luck to you too, bro. We'll see you in a little bit. I always. Have you seen him before? I always see him. Did you see the smallmouth picture? Did he show you? It was like that big and like I don't know, that it was a beast, dude. 5 pounds over. I think I said 5 and he just like smiled and nodded. So I think if I had to guess, it was a little over 5 for sure. I don't think it was. And that's conservative. Like, I don't know. You didn't see the picture. It was crazy. It was so big. And he caught it out of the Raritan, apparently. Did you see the channel cat, though, that he caught? Oh, my gosh, dude. That was, like, over 3 feet and, like, a freaking log. 26 pounds, he said? That's a big channel cat, man. This is bobbling. Something's messing with the one in the middle a little bit. You saw that? It was giving it some taps. Not always a good thing, though. Could be some turtles or some bullheads. Channel cat would be cool, though. We could always get a channel cat out of here on some boilies. Sound check. What's going on? We got a fish, dude. You fishing this weekend, man? So, in case you guys want a tiny bit of history, and I'm really not going to go into it, this lock was the main transportation for like 100 years between Philadelphia and New York, and it was dug by hand, mainly by Irish immigrants that came over right after the Panama Canal project, but not just Irish immigrants, as a lot of people believe. A lot of immigrants actually did it. And there's a graveyard near here where there's a bunch of unmarked graves because there was a cholera outbreak and a bunch of Irish people died, and they just threw them in some unmarked graves over there. It's crazy. This place has a lot of history. There's that white house, which, let me see, I can't remember. Yeah, that white house up there is the old lock tender's house. It's around 200 years old, I would guess. Anyway, what's going on, Steve's Fishing Cooking Channel? I gotta follow you. That sounds cool. Subscribed. Check you out later. What's going on, the B-Mens? What's going on? Putting on the radio voice. I always do that. What's going on? How else are you supposed to say it? You gotta have fun. Half the time I don't know how to say the names. This is the Lock by the Dam. Yeah, dude. Or do that. 99 Ramada. It is the dam by the lock. Although, honestly, I've had... the nights I've caught them before tend to be... dude, alright, cool. Thank you. But the nights I've caught them have been just random. On the canal have been random, in front of random locks, in the front, and on the upper side. So I do not think that they're just... like, I don't think this is the only one. I think the locks in front of them are good because it creates so much rocky, hard bottom, because you always have this current pushing out here, so it moves all the silt away to the sides, and then you have that shelf up there with all this vegetation, and it just seems to attract carp. I don't know. I think it's like a food funnel that shoots through here. and they just make their rounds. And it seems to me that the best time to get them, not always, but the best time seems to be the evening so far. But I've seen some days where I'm bass fishing recently in the morning, and not just the canal, but the river is just like explosive and not spawning. They did that already. I'm talking about just feeding like crazy with carp all over the place. And of course, I never have my carp stuff when that's happening. But I got a piece of bread with me that I always keep now, just in case. Hey, Carlos. Aren't you happy I have somebody else to talk to other than bothering you all night? I talk a lot. I'm a talker. You tend to fish the Easton Ave block, but mostly for largemouth. Yeah, dude, I love that place. I was just talking to a guy walking by. I said that is it's just a good spot. What's going on, SY8er, C8er? I don't know. I'm slow, so if I'm missing something, that's obvious. But I'm just gonna say, what's up, SY8R? SY8R, does that mean anything? SY8R, Cider? I don't know. I'm pretty new, I would say. Like, I've been doing it like a little over a month. I'm also new to carp fishing. Bass fishing, not new to, but carp fishing, I started maybe like 2 months ago, like when I started the stream. Because it's kind of a good thing to do with the stream, because you're sitting in one spot, but you still are catching beasts of fish that fight, so you get a lot of action. At some point, I keep saying it, but it's just hang up after hang up, but I'll have my kayak, and I'll be doing a lot of kayak fishing footage, even for carp. Oh yeah? Let me see. What you get? You were live on YouTube? I don't even see it because I just saw you. I went to your lives. I didn't see it yet. Maybe it didn't process. But that's cool that you caught carp, man. Met an older dude there at the Eastern Lock. He fishes with live bluegills for catfish. Dude, yeah. You just missed. You would have been like right in on that conversation that we had with our friend that just passed by. We were just all saying at the same time, live bluegill. It always works in these locks for the big catfish. The flatheads and channel cats. I brought a hot dog just in case if I feel like trying to throw that out there. Oh, right in that lock, dude? Yeah, dude, do your thing. Hey, Carlos, chat if you need to say something. Chat on here if you need to say something to me. I'm just joking. I said just chat with me. Do you even have a YouTube? Do you go on it a lot? Or are you mainly a TikTok guy? I like your style, bro. You're like, you're not like, like most people your age, they only watch shorts, you know what I mean? You try to get them to watch a 5-minute video. I get sucked into the shorts, and then I gotta press the little button that says show fewer shorts, but it only shows fewer shorts for like a day or two, and then they pop up again, and you get sucked right back in, and you're like an hour deep into like wasting your life. a lot of good stuff and a lot of not so good stuff, and somehow you tend to watch all of it and remember very little of it. But I'm more into like the long form stuff, like learning. Like I watch a lot of like behavioral videos on carp or bass, or like I'll watch like hour-long lectures and stuff. Like literally, I watch those nightly, every night. Fishing, what's that guy? There's this old school carp guy from the UK. I think he's from England. I'll confirm that next stream, because I can't even remember the name of his channel, but I like him. He's got like a mustache, and he's like a bigger guy, and he just tells it like it is. I'm making sure my sound is still going. Welcome back. Who in here heard the Six Flags story from yesterday already? They discriminated against me. They wouldn't let me go on any rides after me and my daughter got into the park already. They kicked us off of a roller coaster after they already put us on, because they said no prosthetics. No people with prosthetics. And then we had to walk a mile to guest services, where they sent us to disabled people to tell us that we could only ride 6 rides. Well, my daughter could have ridden it. She could have gone on any ride she wanted to, but I don't think she wanted to go on the roller coasters by herself. They really did us dirty. You couldn't take this prosthetic off if you tried, but I wasn't trying to go on rides where my legs were dangling anyway. It still is messed up, but I wasn't trying to get on rides that like Superman and stuff. We got kicked off of El Toro. Your legs are literally... Oh, I just kicked my rod. Sorry if you guys think that was a bite. Your legs are like on the ground, like completely on the ground. And they kicked me off in front of like 200 people after they let me on, after they stared at my leg for like the 20th time, and then put the lap bar down, told us which cart to get on, put the lap bar down, and then paused the thing before it starts in front of hundreds of people, literally hundreds of people, to ask me if I have a prosthetic, and then tell me that I'm not. It's just bad training on the park's part, if that is their policy. It's a waste of people's money, because they should be up, like, if you're not going to let people with prosthetics ride. Well, here's the solution. If you have a prosthetic leg and you go to an amusement park and you want to ride, just wear jeans, because they would have never known if I had worn jeans. So I'll be back there soon, because my daughter's mom has season passes, so we didn't have to pay for that, at least. And we're gonna go. I'm gonna wear jeans, and I'm gonna get on every damn ride I want, and then I'm gonna post it. Nah, I'm gonna send a letter to like corporate though, because I do think they need to change that. You can't put like, I get if you have 2 missing extremities and like the lap bar can't fit safely around your lap, like, or if, I don't know, there's certain cases where like, yeah, it could fall up, but like it's a one size fits all policy. Like, I'm not missing my whole leg, and this has a BOA system on it, so like unless I loosen this thing, this is not coming off if you tried. Like it would hurt me if you tried, and it wouldn't come off. But they won't listen to that, because they've got a stringent policy that just says if you have a prosthetic, you can only ride 6 cool rides and a bunch of children's rides. And I couldn't even ride the Little Devil roller coaster, which is a kid's roller coaster. I couldn't ride Little Devil, man. It's just wrong. We got to do Houdini. Sucked. Houdini sucked. Superhero one, I forget what it is. It's like a DC comic one. Sucked. We got through the log jam. I was surprised they let us do that. It doesn't even have a lap bar on it, but that was pretty cool. And we got soaking wet on those rapids. Yeah, dude, like, yeah, bro, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the amount of shoes and stuff that fly off people's face. What happened, I'm sure, and I don't know this, but I'm pretty sure if I looked into it, like, somebody's leg fell off and killed someone on a ride, and they banned them and all the... And it was probably like 20 years ago when the technology wasn't that great. Dude, I'm about to go have a talk with this guy on the lawnmower. We gotta mow the lawn right now, man. Like, come on, dude. Don't you know we're trying to have a stream over here? Hopefully he's done shortly. In my experience on the canal with carp fishing, it's usually they run and gun. It's like you'll get some hits for, I don't know, an hour and it's done. And then like an hour later, it's almost like they're just making their rounds wherever they go and then they come back here to eat a little bit. I don't know. I don't know because I don't know. That's why. Because I don't know. Carp. I heard NJ Fishing Maniac like lost a lot of his gear. Like he left his tailgate open, I think, and a lot of his stuff fell out. I feel horrible for that guy. Sometimes you need a friend. Yo, Carlos, if the talking annoys you, I wouldn't be offended if you walked down there. Alright. Just making sure. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at NJ Mini a fight with that boater. Was that... Oh, I saw the guy who, like... I think so, unless it was something more recent, but I definitely... sorry, I'm not even looking at your comments. I'm sorry, man. On the Passaic, that's sick, man. I keep... Everybody posts the Passaic lately. I want to try it. Canals are totally run and gun. Thank you for confirming that. Because it seems like it. Did you see it? Yeah, like, I saw one where he was on the bridge. Wait, the pontoon boat that took his line out or something? Or, that's probably what you're talking about. What's going on, man? Welcome back. Yeah, okay, the pontoon boat, yeah. I was like one of 1,000 people saying, like, I would have just opened my bail and let his motor take all that line. But I guess he said he tried to do that, but it snapped before he had a chance, so it sucks. It would have been funny to see that boat just stranded out there after they pulled a jerk-off move like that. You gotta share, like, everybody's gotta share. You don't need to go, like, if there's a guy on the bank with his lines out, you don't need to troll. I mean, it's not even in your best interest. I don't know why people do that. Old mule pulling lock? Yes, it is. And this is the mule trail that we're sitting on right here. So, like, the mules used to walk along here. The lock boat would be out there. People's whole family with dogs. Their dogs and chickens. Yeah. Sometimes when it's, like, late at night, I imagine it. like what it was like. I'll put like old Irish folk music on my phone. I'm not even kidding. I like literally do that sometimes at like 2 in the morning. Take a dip. All right, bro, I'm doing it. I have taken a dip in here before, and I'm not joking. I've fallen out of my kayak twice, and I've fallen off the bank a couple of times too, because I'm a klutz. You always end up, not always, but often you end up with like a crayfish in your pocket when you fall in here, and I don't know why. They're always little tiny crayfish. Dropkick Murphys, bro. I like the Dropkick Murphys, but I haven't even heard. I'm gonna listen to them later because it's been a long time since I listened to the Dropkick Murphys. It's good drinking music, but I don't drink anymore because it's no good for me. But definitely some drinking music. There was a time where I listened to it at night, every night. Not every night, but often, a lot, I would say. Probably like in 2005-ish to like 2010, I would say. Man, I haven't heard the Dropkick Murphys in so long. It's crazy. Thanks for reminding me of them. Damn. Sunglasses on, it looks a lot darker than it actually is. And I think once the actual sun starts going down, they're gonna hit hard. They're gonna hit hard and fast. And I'm gonna miss one on that little flimsy rod at the end. Assapink Lake, that'd be a cool place. I want to do like a long form carp fishing video where I do like a 2-day camping trip somewhere like that. Fishing out of New Jersey, catfishy. The Pogues, dude, yeah. Are the Pogues, Merry Christmas, my, I can't, what the hell, why can't I remember the song? I hope it's our last, Christmas in New York, I think it's called. Is that the Pogues? Pogues is the shit. All those bands are good. They get you fired up. Thank you, man. Thank you, Catfishy. Appreciate it, dude. I go through, and I don't always do it because I forget sometimes, but I'm not going to forget if I say I'm going to do it. If I say I'm going to do it, I don't forget, but I'll go through the chat when it processes the live chat, because the video will be up after, but the live chat usually takes a long time, not that long, but up to 24 hours to process. Then I'm going to go through and sub to people's channels if they've got like fishing content and stuff like that. Oh, you were already subbed? That's awesome. I remember you from the Catfishy. It stands out. Fairy Tale in New York. Yeah. I used to always play it. Merry Christmas, you arsehole. I hope it's our last. That's such a good song. Didn't have the bell on. Oh, the bell. I gotcha. The notification thing. I never put that thing on for anyone, to be honest with you. I just forget. I don't think I've ever put the bell on for a single channel. I go through, like, the only way I get is, like, I just hit subscriptions and I just go through all the people that aren't huge channels that I subscribe to. I like watching that kind of content. So yeah, I think once the light actually gets below those trees a little more, that's when I expect to get a bite, if we're gonna get one. And I do think we're gonna get one. And if not, then me and Carlos are gonna go bass fishing till like 1 in the morning probably. So like to park at the lock, basically if I should fall from grace, by God, let me go, boys. Dude, you're like bringing it back for me, man. Like, you know how music, like, you listen to a song and it brings memories back? Damn. I'm not even kidding. Like, I just hearing the names of these bands that I haven't thought of in so long makes you think of little different times in my life. So where do I park? You could park several places, and yeah, there are pockets along the road. So like, there's a big cutout. Like if you drive right past the lock, literally like the second you get past the lock, since you can't park in this parking lot, it's like the water company's parking lot for like their maintenance. So you don't want to do that because they will ticket people. I've seen them do it. But if you go right past it, there's like a big cutout. It holds like four or five cars if everybody parks appropriately. And if you can't get that, then hold on, there's like a loud motorcycle in the distance. I can't even hear myself talk. Damn, that thing's loud. I don't know how far away it's. We got a lawnmower on the right. But then if you can't park there, if you were to look on, it'll get quiet if it sounds loud on the stream right now. We got a lot going on. I can't even think. It's like on the left side instead of on the right where that shoulder is that you can park. If that's ever full, it's called the Franklin Center, and it's like a gravel parking lot over there, like right across the street from the lock, relatively speaking. If you look on Google Maps, you'll see it. And you can park there too. I've never had an issue parking there. But you gotta be respectful. You don't want to go flying into the thing and have somebody complain. You know what I mean? It's totally. Yeah, man. I'm 40, so I'm there. It's sad no one listens. I haven't heard anyone even mention those bands in a long time. What'd you say?
I got a quick question.
Yeah.
So last time I talked to you, you said you use like you get carp rigs on Amazon.
You could make them too. They're pretty easy to make, but yeah, they're cheap on Amazon, so it's lazy.
What are they? Is it just the hook, then you got like the?
It's
like your bait hanging under it. It's like the little spiral thing, and you clamp the bait onto it.
What's up, Franklin? Yeah, let me show you, dude. It's I think I got a thing in here. I gotta be really careful because if I move this the wrong way, bro, the whole thing goes down. I gotta be super careful. It depends, actually, but lately I'm afraid to move anything because I've been having such bad luck. I get these, but what I do is I think they're too long. That leader is too long in my opinion.
Okay.
Because typically a hair rig is not like 12 inches long like that or whatever it is.
So then
and it swings around too much on the.
You like kind of clamp the bait to it a little bit, like you wrap it.
Well, when you buy these, it comes with more than just this, and they have these little tools.
It's like little metal spiral things. Oh, I've seen those. Okay.
And you could use all kinds of things like corn.
Yup.
You could use fake corn.
Yup.
I don't know where my boilies are. They're probably in the backpack, or I left them at home or something. But like these little round things called boilies, and they come in all different scents.
I got you.
There's so many. Once you get into it, all of a sudden you like it goes deeper than you think. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you got pop-ups and like things work better. Like certain presentations work better in weeds and like other. Yeah. So when I do buy these, I always cut this off, and I shorten it down to like that long. I put my own swivel.
Okay.
And I do a Palomar knot because like I just, no matter how hard it is, because it's like such a small, I still do it. Or because I had a uni knot slip on one of these. I don't know what kind of line that is, but it slipped on me, and I'm not taking that chance again.
All right. I mean, if it works, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look up if you. I'm gonna do like a video, but there's better ones out there. Just look up like how to fish a hair rig, or like bolt rig.
Cool.
Or like, there's so many channels, man. But like, one guy that explains it like real just simple the way I'm doing it, basically. More like the American version, I would say, with pack bait and like a hair rig. Mm-hmm. It's called Outside with Tom. It's a channel on YouTube. Check that channel out, because he does all kinds of like short instructional things on exactly the rig I'm using.
Interesting.
And that's how, like, it's simple, man. Like, usually you're using a heavyweight, so like, I'm not even gonna talk about my lightweight setup, because that's just a experiment that works, but whatever. Yeah. But like, these are actually like 2-ounce sinkers, and he's using a 4 on his, and you're pegging it like, so right behind that 3-inch leader, you're pegging that weight right there. And in our cases, we have a little cage to like hold this pack bait behind it. You don't need that, but like, basically you're pegging it with a bobber stop, so the weight is literally pegged up against that, essentially a swivel. There's other ways to do it, more sophisticated, but and what you want is when the carp grabs it, because they suck it in, so like that hair hanging below the hook, they don't feel the hook right away, so they suck the two, like the boilies or corn in, and then the hook goes in, and then carp tend to like spit things out anyway when they, so they'll suck it in and then spit it out, and the hook gets them. Okay. And it's called a bolt rig, because what happens is the carp gets startled by that prick in the side of its mouth, and it always gets them in the side of the mouth. It never gut hooks them.
I was about to say, that's
never
nice,
gut hooks them. It's awesome. Yeah, not even catfish. Like, I mean, I had a bullhead one time get gut hooked, but so it's awesome. It's easy to remove the fish real quick. Doesn't kill anything. But yeah, they call it that because the fish feels it, and then it starts running. So you also want to remember to set your drag extremely loose most of the time. Oh yeah, no. Because if you don't,
you're losing a rod.
Yeah, I almost did it the other day with my daughter. Me and her were fishing. She got her first carp the other day. We went out for like an hour to Mettler's Pond, and she got one. Well, I rigged it, she casted it, and then she reeled it in. So, I mean, that's her. That's her.
Exactly.
That's all her.
Nice.
She caught like a few years back. I've got a picture of her when she was a little thing. She's 15 now, but she caught a nice sized bass. Like, I got a picture with a big bass, and she was lipping it too. Like, she's a.
This too. You helped me catch my PB. I was talking to you. This is like early March, and we were debating spinnerbait versus chatterbait.
Yeah.
Because I never really threw the spinnerbait.
Yeah.
I started chucking it pre-spawn.
Yeah.
I got a 5.
It's all, bro.
Yep.
People don't think to throw a spinnerbait, but they don't.
No, and I killed.
But chatterbaits work good too. You know, it's like, it depends. It just depends.
And I was throwing the chatterbait where I should have been throwing the spinnerbait.
Yeah.
I started throwing the spinnerbait, produced.
That's how I look at it. If I'm around like certain things like grass, you know, especially grass, I'll do it. Yeah. But like, I like to work a spinnerbait through that stuff, but I won't throw a chatterbait. Like, I'll throw a chatterbait in the open water or next to wood. I'll throw it in grass and rip it out. I'll try that.
But you would just throw the spinnerbait right over the wood.
But over the wood, right. And like, when you throw a chatterbait and try to work it over a piece of wood, if it rolls even a little bit, it's in.
This is our exact conversation. Yeah. I was thinking about it. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go to Walmart and find the spinnerbait. I tried it out.
And you got one? Your PB, man. That's so cool, dude. That's not credit to me, man. It takes the fish. That's you. That's.
Yeah, but you gave me the idea to start throwing the spinnerbait, and I was like.
Well, I'm glad you started throwing it, because I think more people would catch. So, I would say the biggest bass I've caught have only come on 2 baits, a jig and a spinnerbait. And I mean that. Like, the biggest bass I can think of have come on a jig and a spinnerbait.
Yeah, no.
And I'm talking like the biggest 10 bass that I've ever caught, you know?
Definitely this year, largemouth at least.
They hammer them.
Smallmouth, I've been doing good on the glide baits.
Glide baits, see, I'll start using that. That's something I got to start getting into. It's
just trick shad. That's
the trick shad?
Bucket brand trick shad. That's the best
Bucka
budget
brand?
weight to get.
Bucka brand trick shad?
It's like
Is it a heavy glide bait, or is it something I could throw on like a
I'll show you real
on like a heavy?
quick. I chuck it on this.
I mean a medium heavy. Redneck
yeah.
crazy. What's going on, dude?
I chuck it on this rod, and it's up to 1 ounce.
Okay, yeah, that I got a similar setup.
Heavy
Yep,
at all,
very similar.
but
Oh, dude, I gotta. You catch them on that?
yeah.
See, it's just so. It's crazy how I question that you could catch it on that, but like I'll throw a buzz bait around, like ripping it like it's like obviously you catch it on this.
Bucka brand trick shad. That's like $40 and
40?
Yeah.
It's still expensive though, but you gotta get quality.
It's pretty high in the water column.
You're
so
not
going
losing
down
it.
low.
Right.
And
That's so cool.
one thing when you're looking at glide baits that makes them a little more expensive, if you look at the hook hangers, right?
Yeah.
These they spin. So if you get one on just one treble hook, it can move with
Oh,
the fish.
so it's
and
not
they
gonna
can't-
throw it as
they can't
easily.
use leverage to get
Yeah.
it off on you.
That makes sense, man.
That's
That
why
makes
I like
sense.
spending a little bit more.
Actually, that makes a
Get
lot of
this,
sense.
And you lose.
A lot less because it
Exactly.
swings with the fish. It doesn't. Yeah, they can't use the weight of that lure to just be like, get it out. I hate when that happens.
Yeah, but
It's
trick
pissing
shad,
me
that's, what is this? This is the 5-inch, I think, 5 or 6 inch, one of the two.
I'm gonna try it, man. Trick shad, Buka trick shad,
Yup.
Buka trick shad.
Yeah, Mike Buka makes really good
Mike
baits.
Buka. I will. I'm gonna try it.
Definitely, it's worth it. You can get them like.
I'm
they're
gonna
not,
get
like,
one.
special drops or anything. Just Bass Pro Shop. Or,
Bass Pro.
The Dick. I got a Dick's in
Woodbridge, I'm guessing. South Plainfield, maybe. But yeah,
Yeah, real
I'm
287.
surprised, dude. They had nothing in stock today. Like I tried the things I needed to get. I couldn't get any of them, but.
You know what? That's how it is.
They what's up, Mike Hunt? It is how it is, but like, you know what it is? I wanted tungsten weights, like the VMC tungsten flipping weights, and they said they had like the 1/4 ounce, and I wanted the 3/8 ounce in stock. They said like 5, and I go in, and they had them in stock. The boxes were open all over the place, and like the manager was like, "Yep, this is just what happens. We can't do anything about it." I was like, "All right, well, that sucks."
Yeah,
But
that's how it is.
I
over
guess
there.
I'm ordering them online. But I also told him, I was like, "Dude, tungsten went up like 1,000%
Oh my god.
in the last year. You should probably not be like keeping them on like the shelf if you don't want them to get stolen." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
no, it's so expensive. I
Yeah.
bought, what is it, 1.5 ounce for punching? Holy shit.
how much? 20 bucks?
Close enough.
I couldn't do
I
that,
bought
dude.
it.
I
and
couldn't.
I didn't even realize. I was like, this can't be that much. I checked out, like, what the? Why is my
I would
price
just
so
take my chances with a fat lead. Like I
No,
can't.
no,
It's
I-
crazy to lose. Because if you lose that, and you can lose those. You know, you
Oh,
can
yeah,
easily
no.
lose that.
It's not like the glide baits. I don't really lose. But when you're flipping
Right,
stuff,
right. That's why if I'm throwing something like that, dude, it's straight 40-pound braid. I don't care. I don't think the fish are line shy anyway, personally.
No, I mean, I'd say yes and no.
There's sometimes, yeah.
I always toss on a leader because I feel like that helps a little bit. But
I stopped doing it, and recently with like Texas rigs, I've been doing it to like just because I like the way fluorocarbon comes like over the wood. But bro, I stopped using leader this season because I've always had it in my head that I need to put a leader on when I'm like flipping and stuff. And I hate putting leaders on bait casters because I hate it going through the guides. No matter what knot, I'll put like an Alberto knot usually. That's a very thin knot that you have.
I use the FG knot.
FG, so that's
Yeah.
I don't like doing an FG. It's too much work. I don't feel like doing that crap.
Yeah.
It's a clean knot. It's very thin. It comes through beautifully. I just don't want to do it. So my new thing when I'm doing a leader is I'd rather just tie an Alberto knot and put like 2 feet of leader on, and not even when I'm like flipping, and never have it even go through my guides. I'll just keep it like hanging the whole time and just flip, flip, flip.
Yeah.
And like I like that because actually it tends to like be better flip. Like you're keeping it
gotcha.
lower and
Yeah.
stuff. It forces you
I
to.
mean, I really don't think you really need a leader. I really started doing it.
That
because
looks really
I
clean.
wanted to get
though.
better for saltwater fishing, for like stripers and stuff.
But then with stripe, like unless you're using a bait caster, are you? So like you don't. Yeah, I would always put a leader, like because in that case it's coming through. Like if I have a spinning rod, I mean, 90% of the time I put a leader on it because there's no issues though. You know, it comes right through the guides when you cast. You know, I gotta make sure the chat's not getting pissed off. Nah, they don't.
You got it, man.
They don't care.
Well,
they're just hoping we catch one out here.
Oh yeah. Oh, there you go.
We'll see.
Yeah,
We shall see.
Good luck. I'm gonna run down to.
It's always nice seeing you, man.
Yeah, good seeing you, man.
I hope next time I see you, you got a freaking. Next time I see you, you know what? I will have a glide bait like that. 100%.
You know what? That makes good content. All like the young kids, they
the
love
glide
seeing
bait stuff.
Baits.
They eat it up. All right.
I walk out sometimes with like my big glide bait setups.
The glide is a moneymaker. That's awesome.
No, man. But
I'm doing it, man.
Glide baits, they make good videos.
Well, that would be a good video. That also would teach me a lot, which would be like, just bring nothing but one glide bait and a rod, and just that's how you learn anyway.
Shad, honestly, it's the best.
I'm gonna do it.
You don't gotta work it a lot. Not even just. Straight.
You don't do that?
Yes,
just straight.
I do, but straight retrieve, really slow.
You can do that too.
Perfect action. Yeah.
He probably throws glide baits.
I have a couple, but I don't know.
You don't throw them enough. You start throwing them, he's catching smallies on them.
Oh yeah.
That's my new is crankbaits, bro. That's my this season I've learned so much. Like I'm so much more confident with them, I would say. I still snag them a lot, but I feel a lot more.
They're also good to kind of learn the structure too.
Hell yeah,
That's
they
why
are.
I'm using them down there.
Heck
you
yeah.
Feel the bottom without getting snagged
Right.
as much.
Without getting snagged as much. I agree, man. But also they're such good fish catchers. Like they catch the hell out of fish.
For no reason too.
And
like,
it's
you're not doing anything. You're just
it's
retrieving
just
a little
such a
bit.
good bass catcher.
Exactly.
Like I don't know why I never. It's because of fear. Because no, you know what I mean.
You're good.
Because you snag it. It's got two big treble hooks hanging off the bottom of it. You're like surprisingly, they don't snag that much if you like get the feel of them, you know.
Yeah.
And get out of here, bro. Fish.
All right.
I
You
know.
too.
I know. I'm just
I
chatting.
enjoy
You know.
talking to you, man.
You too.
Always good
You too.
talking.
You too, bro. Nice seeing you.
Yeah. Good luck.
Thanks, man. You too, dude. Thank you for subscribing, Reggie. I just saw that. I'm gonna get down there though. Let me start back. Redneck Crazy, I said hi, but what's up again? Mike Hunt, what's going on? Reggie, what's going on? Mike Hunt, it's crazy how greedy bass are. I caught 6-inch largemouth on a 5.0 EWG the other day. Yeah, dude, I believe that 100%. We're fishing for carp. What's up, Tasha? Fishing for carp. Hopefully a giant, because like I've had a lot of luck at these locks in the last couple months, I would say, a month. I don't know what time I don't know time, to be honest with you. I have no within the last 2 months. Do you just fish or do you do other things as well? I fish, I work because I have a separate business, but I run it out of my house. I used to have a store and an aquarium service business for like 2 decades. And now I just do a little thing out of my basement with greenhouses, and I sell the plants, the aquarium plants and shrimp and stuff like that online. So I just ship those out every day. Pretty easy actually, to be honest with you. It doesn't take much of my time. Thank you, Reggie. I appreciate that. So my favorite thing in the world to do would be to be with my daughter, and the other thing that I do if I'm not with her would be fishing. So yeah. Pretty much fish all the time, being that she's 15 going on like 30. That 03 Dodge Dakota, what's going on, man? I'm good, how are you? I'm doing all right. Take me carp fishing. You gotta get someone to take you, man. It's fun, but I'll tell you this, they'll still be here when you they'll be in all, they're everywhere. Carpers, they're in so many bodies of water. Once you start looking, I'm gonna check my stuff, you know. It's been about like an hour and a half, I think. Like I'm gonna check the status of these two because they've been out there for a while. I want to make sure I still got bait on it, it's not tangled up. Put some new pack bait on it. I'll do it in a second. I'm lazy. I'm sure they're probably fine, honestly. Let's see how long I've been streaming so far. Yeah, hour and a half. Hour and 24 minutes. And not a bite to show for it. whistle. Yeah, you know what I just noticed? What the hell is this? It's like a Jack and the Beanstalk or something. What the hell is this? It's a green bean. I feel like you could eat this thing. And look, I wish I could show you the tree, but I don't want the whole stream to go down. This tree. What are these? If anyone knows. It's like, excuse me. Allergies. This tree over here just has these hanging all over it, like it's the fruit of the tree. Any horticulturists out there? I think you could spear someone with that thing. It's sharp. Yeah, don't fall in, man. Don't fall in. Thing's sharp as hell. Sight fishing them? I'd like to try sight fishing for them. I haven't even done that yet. I'm too much of a noob myself. How'd you get a peg leg? Oh, okay, I don't mind at all, dude. I'm 40 now, and when I was 23, honestly, I was drinking, and I don't drink now, but I was drinking, and to make a long story short, I was being a dummy. And I was trying to get a ride into town on a train, like jumping on the side of it. It's a slow-moving freight train. And we were just being dumbasses at drunk 23-year-olds. And I jumped on the side. Like, we were messing around, jumping on and off. And then finally I was going to go to the center of town to get some food. And I knew the train runs right down there, so it was an easy way to not drive drunk. So I jumped on the ladder in between, and when I did, my foot slipped and it hit the track, and it crushed it. And what do they call it? Oh yeah, it de-sleeved it. So I could see my own skeleton. It was crazy. And then I had like 8 or 9 amputations over like 2 weeks, I think it was, something like that. Some crazy amount of amputations because they kept having to take more off because after the train crushed it, I tried to walk it off, but like I got like cigarette butts and all kinds of crap in it, and yeah. And then I was in the ambulance, and I remember the EMT was looking at me, and I was looking at him, and I was like, "Am I gonna lose my leg?" And he wasn't. He was just ignoring me, and I guess I was just annoyed him enough that he snapped, and he looked at me, and he was like, "You're gonna lose the leg," and I was like, "Oh shit." And then I got torn into an emergency room with about 100 doctors and nurses surrounding me and ripping every ounce of clothes off of me under bright lights. And then I had to sign a certificate since it was a risk to do the surgery, but I would lose too much blood if they didn't. So I had to sign a waiver. Meanwhile, my parents were in Europe on a vacation. And when I woke up, they were there. So yeah, I learned a lot from it though. It's actually, I wouldn't go back. I wouldn't change it because it made me a better person, I believe. Stronger person, better person. I don't know where my life would be without it, so I wouldn't take my chances, put it that way. Because I don't think about it enough. It's just such a part of my normal life, I guess. It's not. The times I think about it is when I want to run out to my truck really quick to grab something that I forgot in it, and I took the leg off and all that stuff already, and it's in my room, and I'm just like, I'm tired, I don't feel like doing this, but it's like something I gotta get. Those are the times when it bothers me. I'm gonna start checking my My rig's over here. You gotta bounce? No worries, dude. Catch you later. Nice, nice having you join, man. Okay. I didn't know you'd been subbed for a while, but thanks for joining. Let's see what we got. Have a good night, bro. Let's see. We could get a monster carp. Be really exciting. Check out my stuff. This is my 9-foot surf casting rod. Oh, it's all tangled. It's all tangled up. Yeah, it happens. It wasn't that bad, actually. The pop-up's gone. Did I bring my corn boilies? Because I want to put a fresh one in if I did. There they are. Gotta put a fresh boilie on. Oh, this smells so good. I love that smell. I know it's like fake corn smell, you know, but I like the smell of corn. Carp bait smells good for the most part. I'm missing my, I don't need it. Oh, no, I'm not. There it is. The spike. Just going to try 2 corn boilies on this one. You know what I didn't do that I should do is bait the water a little, because that current will sweep down that way and hopefully draw them over here to see what the hell is going on. I forgot to do that. In theory, it seems like it would work. I'll do it in a second once I get these back out there. Chum the waters, Captain. You work tomorrow?
Yeah.
Early morning? Late overnight? Yeah.
I switched back.
Wait, say it again?
I switched back.
You're not doing overnights then? Nice. I wouldn't mind it personally if it was me, as long as it was always overnights. But like when they switch like that, I couldn't do that, dude. Like going overnight one week and the next week they want you at like 9 in the morning. That's hard. At least on old people, like that'd be hard as hell, man. I couldn't do it. I guess I could if I had to, but or if I was. I guess I used to work like TGI Fridays. Like I'd wait tables from like I don't know what time we'd start, like 4 or 3 or whatever, till like 2 in the morning, and then we'd go out till the sun came up, and we'd go home and sleep for a few hours, and then go back to work. I remember that was crazy every night when I was like closer to your age. It's nowadays I can't even stay up, bro. Like if it's 8 o'clock and I'm sitting on my couch, I'm asleep. Like I just can't do it anymore. But I wake up really early, so I got an excuse. I'm like, where the hell is my chat phone? Not yet, backwoods, but I think this is like, I think we will, first of all. Second of all, if we're gonna catch one, I think it's gonna be like we're getting into the prime time. It's 8:30. Hopefully I just thought about the lighting. Like I hope the lighting stays. If not, I'll have...
Right so far.
So far, so good, yeah. I think we'll be able to at least get to like 9:20 with some sunlight. Because I know last light's somewhere around 9 o'clock right now. We haven't caught any yet, but I have a feeling like that tonight actually, I don't know. It's just one of those days where it didn't seem to me very fishy during the day. So I feel like everything's got to eat at some point. Because I was out in the morning and I didn't see any action anywhere. Great. All over my reel. You know what I didn't? Ah, yes. Put some Procure on it. So I'm gonna put some. This is bloodworm. It got scraped off of the label, but this is bloodworm. Put some scent on the boilies to give it a little extra oomph. Just give them a little something else. Some corn and bloodworm. I know, that sounds good to me. I'd eat it. I couldn't do it. I could. I wouldn't. I could actually do it. I just don't want.
You might find your deep.
Huh?
You might find your deep.
Dude, I don't want to get addicted to them, you know? It's a bloodworm on my food. Is it wrapped, right? I wouldn't want to find that out the hard way in a cast. Can you imagine? This thing's so heavy, it'd be like, hopefully I hold on to the rod, because it probably is going to be in the water. Alright, so when I cast it, I'm going to try to stop. I'm going to try to be conscious, that's why I'm saying it. Right as it hits the water, I'm going to stop it so that hair rig goes forward and hopefully settles straight on the bottom. Boom. That was good too, right? Right up next to that bank right there. Did I stop it in midair? But did I stop it? I don't even know if I did stop it. I said I was gonna do it. I think I did. Check this one real quick. I gotta stop kicking that rod. It's annoying me. No tangle. That makes me happy. I love when I pull it in and there's no tangle. Oh, the pop-up's gone again. That's interesting.
Do you have the big keeper?
I don't know. I think the pop-ups... Yeah, I did. I did have a bait keeper, if you're asking that. But I do think the pop-ups break apart a little easy when I put them on. Like, I could feel it's like real... I don't know. You gotta finesse them. Do they dissolve? Are they dissolvable? Soluble, yeah. They dissolve, that's why. This one, I'm gonna put a PVA bag with some boilies in it. Should have done it on that one actually, damn it. I'm not gonna do it on this one. Change of plans. Not doing that. I was gonna tie a mesh bag with some boilies in it, but the only issue is I don't like doing it in the channel because once the PVA comes off, the boilies just roll away. But if I should have done it on that one. That's where I put it off in that eddy on the side. Yeah, it's like I just wasn't thinking. It's all good. I don't want to waste them though by throwing them here. The thing I'm trying to get into is solid bags, because just for its property, like that fact that you put it in this bag, the whole rig, the weight, the hook, everything, and it melts out there. And when it's just for the fact that it won't tangle. Like I like that, like to know in my head that there's like a pretty high probability that there's no issue with my bait that's out there. Like I wish you could just put a camera out there and see, you know? I guess you could do that, but it's cheating. Nah, I'd do it. I would do it. I would put a camera out if I could afford one of those. Would you? Alright, boilies on. My dipstick, new dipstick. And Procure, how come your bottles always stop squeezing stuff out of them once you get like 3/4 of the way down? Like, fix your shit. Fix your shit. It's too expensive for that. This cage got bent up. It must be like a turtle or something bit it. That was a fresh one, I think. It's just not sticky enough, the pack bait. I can't get it right. I'd rather have it be too sticky tonight. Oh, carp. Like, not on it, but I'm saying, like, literally, I saw a carp surface right over there, so that's a good... kind of where you're casted. Like, see where the overhanging tree is, the big one right there? That goes way out there? In front of it, at a 45-degree angle, coming our way by about 6 feet. Was exactly where it was. You think so? Could be, man. Keep an eye on that. Make sure. That's always a good sign when you start seeing carp while you're carp fishing. I'd like him to get one. I get him a lot. Alright, that's better. I'd rather it be too sticky and stay in here a little tighter and not crumble apart as much out there than too loose, because when it loosens up out of there, I feel like it becomes more of a tangle hazard for your hook. But when it hits it and there's pack bait on it, it doesn't have anything to tangle up on, you know? So when my pack bait hits the water, I'm like trying to make sure it doesn't crumble off before it hits the bottom, basically, you know? Trying to ration it a little for us. Took some off. I put a lot on these, but the canal's a good place to use pack bait because, I don't know, in my experience it's good because I don't catch too many turtles, and like maybe I caught 1 or 2 turtles in the canal on carp fishing. No, dude. I mean, they're picking at it down there, obviously, but they're not like they're not messing too much. Like, I don't know. You don't see a bunch of like taps all the time and stuff. But then you go other places and it's like the juice, it suddenly isn't worth the squeeze. That's the deep in the channel. That one's up on the margin in front of some vegetation. This is deep in the channel. That's up on a shelf, by the way. That tipped the other one. And then this guy, I'm moving. I'm moving it because even though I think it's a good spot down here, I don't think I'd see it if it goes off. And I don't want to have that bell on my rod anymore. But the good thing is the corn is still there. So I don't gotta rebait. Always like that. I gotta put the mic somewhere else. Let's get it flipped around. There, that should be better. Oh my gosh. It's hanging on my leg. Some weeds. Okay. How bad was the damage? Not bad. Okay. That's exactly what I wanted. Just to be able to throw it right back out there. And not have to bother with it. That's why I used boiled feed corn. If that was canned sweet corn, it works well, but it would not be on there after an hour. I can't tell where you are. I'm trying to see where your line is to throw this one. What? Yeah, I can't. I see it. Wait. I don't know what that. I'm just saying. What? I didn't see it. I really didn't. If I cast straight ahead here, am I gonna hit you? Straight from there? So I won't hit you then if I go here, because it looks like it's at an angle. That's what I'm trying. I should be fine then. I just don't want to get us all tangled up. I didn't do what I was gonna do. I was gonna go all the way out there. I changed my mind. I'll just keep it here. Because I want to bait the area up on the sides here and see if we can't get them to come over. That's a good sign, man. That's a good sign. It feels like, feels fishy. Just throwing a little corn near the baits. Feels fishy. I gotta put some bug spray on. Those mosquitoes are eating me alive, man. Can't win. Where to put it? Here. Yeah, I don't feel like dealing with them tonight, man. I don't care if this takes 10 years off my life. I'm using it. 40% DEET works though. It's good stuff. You might as well use like the worst one then, you know, because it's gonna kill you anyway. Check what my battery looks like on here. Fine, I don't feel like opening it. What's going on, people? See if I can just sit. Try to face the... There's no way to get on camera without like blocking a bunch of stuff or being way too close to the bank. It floats. It's not going. Yeah. That's a DIY, man. I made that one. Adjust now that it's dark. I'm gonna try moving the camera a little closer. I need a lantern or something. See if the mic went down when I moved it. No, but it's loose, the thing. Damn it. How much do you have to spend to get something that doesn't fall out of there? Closing time. Still no catches, but we just I checked and rebaited Threw some fresh pack bait out. We'll see what happens. Temps were like, I don't know, 90s today. Almost like, and really humid. And it finally kind of is cooling off now, so I think the feeding train's about to start.
I just saw like someone filling a pond that wasn't like the water spraying.
Carp?
So no, it was green.
Yeah.
I think it looked.
Well, we don't care about green fish right now.
Huh?
We care about non-green fish at the moment.
I care about all.
I know, I'm just kidding. It'd be cool if you just saw a giant carp swimming up on the side, like close. I saw one doing that the other day here. That's why I wanted to fish at that other spot initially, you know, because I was just fishing for bass and I looked down and I saw a big carp just right there, like a foot from the bank. I was like,
That one video of like how bass fishing.
You have a video of it?
And the Delaware.
I never saw it, nah. I don't think so. I don't think you showed it to me. You know that guy Aaron? He was feeding this, I never saw, I've seen some big snapping turtles, but this one might have been the biggest. And this thing was just like begging for food, man. Like it was crazy. Just standing there, and he kept throwing it like pieces of bread, and the thing would just eat them. Super old, yeah, super old. I wanted to pet the little guy, the big guy. I never had a snapping turtle that I actually liked. How's it going? That was the first that won my heart. Let's see. Where was it?
I'll show you on the map.
Okay. Oh, that's sick, man. That's a giant. That's over 20 pounds. I think it looks like it.
And in the pond, you can walk the whole pond in like
A 15-minute walk around the whole pond.
I mean
If
like
you can't
us,
catch that
like
thing,
us.
that'll make your ego hurt. If you can't get a carp in a place like that, you could see them, and like it's like, that's hilarious. It's like fishing in a koi pond.
Have you heard of Wilderness Pond?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been there?
Is it up by? Well, I've heard the name. I know the pond's name, but is it the one that's like up? Like if you go up Warrenville Road and keep going straight, and then it's like on the right, kind of up there.
I'm pretty sure it's like. By
Or do
these,
you make-
It's like by these buildings that don't want you to park to get like you have to walk the trail.
I'd have to look. I know there's like a big lake. If you drive straight up Warrenville and you keep going through like the center of town, like the corner where that big flag is, you keep going, and then like a mile or two up, if you look on the map, I can't tell you where it is because I can't remember, but there's like a big pond there, and it parallels the river, but it's, or like a creek, I don't know what it is. It could be like a little offshoot of the Passaic, because the Passaic runs through that area. And like that little spot has good trout fishing, and I'm sure the lake is probably loaded with bass, but everybody every time I've gone, I only see trout fishermen in the stream.
Like by Washington Valley Park? Not in the
It's
park,
like a
but,
few miles from Washington Valley Park, though. Yeah. It's more like towards 287, I would say. Like it's even past there. I'd have to find it on the map for you, I think. I'd have to look. But I could find it. It wouldn't be hard to find. I just gotta find it. We should try there. We should try there one night. That place is probably loaded with carp too. It looks like it would be. It's one of those places where people like feed all this stuff all the time, you know? The worst pond, at least for on a sunny day to fish, don't ever go to Spring Lake in South Plainfield. Have you ever been there?
Yeah, I've been there.
Oh, dude, it's sunny as hell. Like, there's nothing to block you. I never get sunburnt, and I got sunburnt in like 2 hours walking around that place. There was like one guy fishing in the most random spot, and we were both there like early in the morning. And I was like, why would a person fish right there? It just didn't make sense to me. And then the sun came up, and there's only one spot of shade around the whole place, and it was right on top of where he was sitting. And I was like, I get it now. He knew.
There,
He knew.
look, every time I go there, there's like 10 other people fishing.
Really? Yeah. I notice a lot of fishing and not much catching usually. If you go for like carp, I've only been twice, and the first time I went, I caught a carp on stream. And it got off actually, so I didn't catch it, but like it got off right at the bank. And then there's a lot of bullheads in there all the time. Like, they're easy to catch out of there, but like I find it really hard to fish for bass in a place that has zero structure, like zero cover. It just seems to be like one big flat thing with no logs or laydowns or anything. Firefly. Look, I caught a firefly. Oh, I think I killed the firefly, to be honest with you. Poor little guy. Let's see if the stream's dark, you guys. We'll see. I gotta get a lantern for these kind of things. I guess once you can't see the rods anymore, I'll have to shut the stream down. I gotta get one of those like red, or some kind of a lantern to glow the area. But this is the first night stream I ever did. What? That light, maybe, but it's not really a lantern. That's like a high-powered LED flashlight. I don't know. I need to get a. It's not a big deal. Plenty of streams to go, my friend. Plenty of streams to go. Because I'll only get better as time goes. But that might work. I'll try it. Place is empty tonight. Nobody's really out fishing, which is surprising to me because it's such a nice night for a change. It's not 100 degrees. It doesn't feel like 100 degrees at 8:45 at night. Carlos, what I want to do really bad, but it's like too risky. Like I fish here because these like spots are known carp catching spots, you know, like multiple times I've caught fish in front of locks. But the grass carp are out there in those that eelgrass, the beds of eelgrass out there, and they're like 50 pounds sometimes. Well, let's say like probably the average one's like 30 pounds out there. So, but I don't know enough about catching them yet. So like, I don't know. I don't like sitting on a stream not knowing what I'm doing and not catching anything. Thank you, Hayden. Appreciate it, man. I hope so too. What? Yeah, or just like get lucky, because one day I'll probably, because like when I got here this morning, I went around and checked everywhere to see, hopefully, like maybe you never know, maybe you get lucky and there's carp everywhere in one of the spots, because I've had that at Creighton. Like I showed up one day and I looked around and like they were just all in one area. Like I looked everywhere else, but they were just all in this one spot, and it was like, okay. And then like recently on the river over there was a day when the conditions must have been perfect and they were just jumping around out there. But there's other days when it's hot as hell and like the water's a little clear and you can see them. They're just, I don't even think you can catch them. They're just lazy or something. I don't know what they're doing. They're just at the surface, hundreds of them, just in a big school, not moving a muscle. They're just like they're all facing the same way. And like I don't know. It's crazy. More than you can imagine. And I'm not the only, a lot of people say that they've seen the same thing too. People tell me all the time, they're like, oh, go down to here. If you look down, you'll see it. But like, they don't bite anything. I don't know what they're doing. Nah, not yet. I wish, Hayden. I wish. But we're at a place where it's like, the darker it gets, honestly, the better chance we have tonight, probably, in our experience. But also in fishing in these locks this time of the year. But also, it's hit or miss here. If you get one, it's probably going to be like in the teens, hopefully over 20 pounds even, maybe. And it's not so hit or miss that it's like, I don't know if I can put myself through it, because it's like you get enough hits to make it worth the hard times, you know what I mean? You only have 2 subs, dude? I got you. I got you, brother. Go on the channel. Oh, I'm subscribed already, obviously. I forgot, my bad. I don't know, dude. You gotta, and if you want subs, you gotta put content out a lot, I notice. It's hard, man. It's hard to get subs. It's really hard. You gotta put one of those videos out that's like, if my video gets 200 views, why does it only get, you know, something like that. I can't put those out though. I'd rather not get the subs. I feel like I'm begging if I do that. What people should do, which I would do if I had the money, is if anyone has the money, which I don't know. I always think it's crazy that people give people money on YouTube, but if you want to help someone, help that dude NJ Fishing Maniac, because I don't know if it was stolen, but I think he left his tailgate open. I don't know. Something happened. I quickly caught it. He lost like a lot of expensive gear that he's had for a long time. And he runs a really cool, he's a good guy too. He deserves to get the help if people are willing to give it. Me? I ain't got it. I fish too much to have that kind of money. I pay my bills and I fish. And sometimes barely that. But always the fishing. I figure you could live off fishing, right? I mean, like, if I had to, I could get a job as like so like, if all else fails in my life, I could get a job as like the bait guy on a boat. What do you call it, deckhand? I could do something crazy, go to Alaska and be like a crab boat guy. Or I could just feed myself, because I'm pretty sure if I was hungry I could catch some fish to eat. I probably wouldn't starve if I ever was in such dire times, which I pray to God I never am. But it would be kind of badass to have like an Armageddon situation, you know, and you have to survive like that. That is, I'm not gonna lie, that's always been my dream. Zombie apocalypse or something. Oh man, it's when life really becomes life, you know. Fly me to the moon, let me dance among the stars. Fly me to the moon. Yeah, it's crazy to think, like 100 years ago, maybe over 100 years ago, it would have been a mule just walking on this path pulling a big boat. There's an area on here, I don't like talking about this stuff because no one believes you, but there's an area on the canal where every time you walk through at night, it has to get past like 11 o'clock at night. And it's, you park at the Weston Causeway lot down there, the Manville Causeway lot, and then you walk across the street and you walk down about a mile towards Colonial Park, and there's this area and it gets freezing cold. And I fished in that spot one night and I was like, why is it so cold? And something pushed me, so I got out of there. And once you got about like 50 yards away, it went back to normal temperature. So then I would say like a month or two later, that season, that was like a year ago maybe, I was walking the same path at night and it hit me like I'm breaking my face, the cold. And it automatically came back to me. I was like, oh shit. Like something is here probably. And I said out loud, I was like, listen, I'm not fishing in your area. I'm not trying to bother you. I respect you. Just let me pass. And I walked past again and it went back to normal temperature. And I just think whatever it is doesn't want you fishing in its area. Because I definitely felt a shove on my back. Believe it or not, it doesn't make a difference. There's a lot of history on this canal though, so a lot of like Civil War history, Revolutionary War history. The British had a port right up there in New Brunswick, right down the road, before the canal was ever a major port. That was on the river. Johnson Park is built right on top of it because they didn't want to, I guess they wanted to preserve the artifacts for when they had better technology. But people don't realize how much history is right under here. I was metal detecting right around here and I found a cannonball from the Revolutionary War. It was sick. I should have never given that to you, Denny. Nah, I don't care. I gave it to my friend Denny because he's a history buff and I really don't care. This big heavy ball of lead to me. But seriously, we got metal detectors and we came out to the canal one day and it was like the first time we ever went and my thing and I dug down and I had a cannonball. It was awesome. It's not exactly street legal either. I don't think you're supposed to take stuff if you find it in the ground, but honestly, whatever. Because I don't think anyone was ever going to find the cannonball, and I don't think cannonballs are that rare either. Very heavy, by the way. For the small size, those things are heavy as hell. And then the only other thing I ever found with a metal detector were uh, stupid beer cans and stuff like that. Like it's always the tab on top that gets you. I don't like metal detecting. It gets boring to me. But I do it sometimes because one of my best friends loves it. I'm gonna try getting the light going over here, like Carlos was saying. Let me see if it does anything.
What happened?
Where'd the light go that I was talking?
Oh, it's in the bag. By the water.
A flashlight?
Yeah, yeah. It's in the bag. Right there.
My flashlight?
The red
This?
one? Yeah, right there.
Oh, that's not a flashlight.
Oh, what is it?
I don't know where my flashlight is. I do have a flashlight, but it's not with me. Oh, it's in the van. Should I run and try to grab it real quick?
Yeah, I'll stay you.
You don't mind?
Yeah.
If anything goes off, it's yours, alright? Don't worry, if you're camera shy, they can't see you because it's pitch black. I'm running to get my flashlight real quick out of the van, and I'll be right back, guys. Carlos is running the stream. Dude,
Huh?
it's gonna be like mosquito hell, but let's see if I can do anything. I'm gonna change that. I don't like it there, but it might have to go there. But if I could do something better, is then I can sit in my chair. It's not horrible, right? It's better than like you gotta look on that screen because this has latency. It's lagged. No, you see me and those rods, so it's better than nothing. I gotta get a lantern. It's better than it was. Let me put the mic back on. That'll help. And I gotta pee. People always say there's no fireflies left in New Jersey, but every time I come here, that's all I see. There's just too much light in New Jersey. Man, I gotta see if I can get the light. I want to play with it a little bit. Let's see if I get it a little better. Where's the chat? Come on. Come up, chat. Help a brother out here, please. Oh, Aiden, bro. Or Hayden, dude. I hope I catch one, too. And... Alright, you're back. Oh, never mind. I've read these already. Sorry. Thank you, bro. You're a good hype man. You're a great hype man. I'm gonna try to get the flashlight a little better. What I need is a lantern, but we don't have that tonight, so cry about it. Probably just gotta settle with what I can get. I'm using the pack bait. Yo, Carlos, I squished the flashlight into the pack bait to hold it up because I had nothing else to hold. It's not like an area that's gonna hurt it, so. But it's too.
It works though.
It's good there. And the other spot was literally like hitting me right in the eyes, so I can't move like that. Can't live like that. What's going on, Alf? Oh, Alfonso, what's going on, man? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Oh. Oh. Alfonso. Alfonso. I think, what do you think? Give it another, I'm thinking like 25 minutes and then I'm gonna call it. Cause, well, the dark I'm fine with if they're biting, you know what I mean? But there's only so long I wanna. Cause I was out here this morning too, like trying to stream. I had it going for like 10 minutes, maybe. I had it going until like right before I casted my third rod out. And then I realized my battery was dead. Hence the night fishing. But really try to be consistent if I say I'm gonna do Friday. Plus the night fishing is awesome. If it was hitting right now, it'd be freaking amazing. Oh, something just jumped. You see that? Right there, something just surfaced. I don't know. It sounded like maybe a carp getting something off the surface, or a giant bluegill, maybe. It wasn't so much that like poppiness, like a bluegill, like I can't do it, like a smack. It was more like a gulp. That might be the rig, man. A surface rig right now, like a float rig. Maybe they're eating off the top. There's so many bugs and crap around. Oh my gosh, it's a drone. Remember the NJ drone thing? Remember last summer, the UFOs everywhere, when everybody thought the drone, they were like, you don't remember that? You don't remember that when everybody thought there were like UFOs flying around and stuff and like drones? Oh man. Where have you been? That was like such big news for like 3 weeks. Everybody I bet you people around the world know about it. You don't even know about it. You live right where it was happening. Yeah, dude, the freaking like governor, one of the or senators or something, was saying like that they like tracked them off the coast and like, I mean, personally, I don't buy any of it, and I'm not a skeptic really, but I was a witness to all of it, and I had a million people send me photos of drones that they were planes, bro. Like they were planes. Every time I thought I saw a drone, it was a plane. I wish there was some mysterious alien drone flying around. That'd be the coolest thing in the world to see. Maybe not. Actually, I take that back. I don't want to see one. I'll wait till everyone else does. I don't want to be alone with the things. I can't believe you don't remember that. It was like people were in like mania. Everybody in New Jersey and their mom was talking about it for like 2 weeks. It was on every like news channel. Then it made like national news. And to this day, like you still hear people talking about it on podcasts and stuff sometimes. Hey, ignorance is bliss. Thank you for the likes, you guys. I just noticed 28 likes. Appreciate it. I just saw that. Yeah, I can't wait. I started saying this earlier, but a lot of the live streams I'm going to be putting in there coming up. I keep saying that, but when I get my kayak back from my parents' garage, my dad's fixing something on it. He's done. I got to get it now. I'm going to do a lot of footage from the kayak. Carp footage too. Like or carp streams, I mean. Like, my idea is, because we've got the Millstone River over here, and it's really hard to access from the bank unless you're in like certain areas. But there's huge stretches of it where you just can't get to unless you're in a kayak. And there's all kinds of bends in it and tons of carp. It's real slow moving, like perfect carp river. And my idea is to load the kayak up and take us out to like a bank that you just can't get to any other way, where nobody's ever fished, and just do some like off-grid river carp fishing. And the cool thing is too, like, you can just kayak out and bait up the areas that you want to bait up. You get precise. I mean, I guess technically you could just go out and drop your rig down too. I don't know if that's cheating or not, but I'd do it. I got no shame if it catches a fish. I wouldn't use live scope for bass. I don't think that's right. That's why I'm changing all my things. I don't really want to be a pro tournament angler anymore. I want to be a tournament angler, but I don't want to be in a pro or any of that shit anymore. It's too the electronics just kill it. I don't mind them. I just don't think they should be in tournaments. I would use them for fun, but I don't think that should be part of a tournament. It's like if you could follow a fish around on a screen for a mile trying different lures until it bites something, like an individual fish. I mean, that's not really... I don't know. I just don't think it belongs in what they call a professional sport. Would I use it though? Hell yeah, it'd be fun because you could learn things about the bass that you never knew before. I just don't think I don't think live scope belongs in a tournament setting. I think it's ridiculous. I think somebody needs a new belt. Oh. What'd you say? I couldn't hear you over the screech. Yeah. I've had that happen before. I'm the worst. Like, I'll get oil changes on time and stuff, but like I find out my taillights are out. Like I did last week, I found out my taillights were out when I get pulled over. And then you know what always happens? They see all the fishing rods, and they always end up just bullshitting about fishing and never giving a ticket or anything. They're like, just get that fixed. Like the guy, I had no taillights. It was like pitch black. I was on a highway, and I was like, I could still go home. And he was like, yeah, you can go home. Just get it fixed, though. And I was like, all right. Like, you couldn't see a damn thing behind my truck, dude. It was just because he liked to fish. He saw all the rods. What'd you say? Dude, it does. Cops seem to always like to fish. Then you'll meet the douchebag that doesn't, and it's probably the one you don't want to meet. Fishing, it always brings out the best in people. It brings us together, you know what I mean? It's a common bond. Anyone who fishes, there's like a connection we all have. I think it's dopamine addiction. When it starts screeching, it's like a rush, and then it's over, and you want another one. But it's like a healthy one too, you know? Like working out does that. I don't know. So we gotta get I gotta get the night fishing stream looking good now. Now that I'm doing it, I want to do it more. I gotta get some like lanterns and stuff. Like what is it? Action with Jackson or Jack? I'm butchering his channel name. Action Jackson. I watch it all the time. But that dude. He's got a live stream. He always does nighttime fishing, and he's got like this floatable light that goes in the water, and it's like it's like a red light. So it just kind of gives some ambiance. It's not like too bright, but it really like gives a good scene to the night stream, you know? I gotta get something like that. I gotta copy him. I don't know, man. I don't think it's happening tonight. But I've said that before, and it goes off, so who knows? I'm probably gonna stream 10 more, like till 9:30. 10 more minutes. It's just not like it just shows you what you gotta improve. Like the night fishing is cool now. Now I want to do it, but I gotta get a bunch of lights now to make it look cool, you know? Oh, you've heard that, right? That sounded like a bass or something, though. Not even a. That didn't sound like a carp. It sounded like a little bass grabbing something on the top, sucking down a fly or something. I'm such a line watcher. It's nighttime always kills me because it's hard for me to see what. I just have this like instinct to constantly be watching my rods, see what's going on. It gets a lot more difficult when the sun's down. This is usually, if I'm gonna get one on a stream, it's gonna be now in like the last 8 minutes of the stream. That's how it usually goes down. Or like as I'm reeling one in, like another one will just go off. It's happened at least twice in the last few weeks. What?
You hear that?
No, what?
It's like that fish, like, you know,
Oh, another fish? I kind of wanted to go to Mettler's just because it's such a small, it's like what you were saying, it's such a small place that I feel like there's so many carp in there. It's kind of hard not to catch one if you just give it at least, like even on the hardest day, like if you give it 3 hours, you'll probably get one, you know? But then here, it's so much more exciting when you catch one because they're always big and they like get into the current and you got to actually fight it and stuff, you know, it's different.
this is where I was talking about.
Let me see.
With the park. Like, this is the bridge. It's just like going down here.
Yeah.
Just that away. These like little, it's connected.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should go there. Try that place. For bass?
No, for, I mean, we did trip back there.
But that's where you saw the big carp.
The park, this is big bass.
The place you took me to yesterday, that place was awesome, man. Will we catch one in the final 5 minutes? Probably not, but hopes remain high. Just thanks for tuning in, you guys, and watching. Wish I could get one for you. Wish I could get one. Show you guys something. But if you live around here, these are good places to fish for carp. If you're ever like trying to get into it, just because we're not catching them tonight. I think we fished in front of the locks now. Like I know I have like maybe 4 times, and 3 out of the 4 times I've caught big fish. So this is number 2 skunk, or the second skunk out of. So this will make 5 trips. So now it's 3 out of 5 trips we've gotten some decent fish in the canal. Carp, specifically. Yeah, there's so many bugs. Big LED flashlight will do that though, dude. Bring the bugs right in. Can you give a shout out? Yeah, dude. What's up, Gavin Grisby? Shout out to Gavin Grisby. I'm the Grigsby, sorry. Shout out to Gavin Grigsby. But dude, I got the most unpopular channel at the moment. There's like 2 people, and you're one of them in here. 4 now. You gotta get a shout out from like a big dog, man. I'm just a small fry. I appreciate you watching, man. We got 2 minutes and we're killing the stream. And if you're just joining, I'm gonna be doing more night fishing, but I'm gonna get a bunch of lights now and stuff because I like it. I always night fish, but I never streamed at night, and I like it. So I gotta get a cool setup going now. Gotta buy more shit. Gotta buy more shit. I'm literally giving it that last minute. Oh, did I bump that? Or Magic could happen. Looks like the carp aren't picking up what we're putting down tonight. Maybe if we stayed another ton of hours, but I think we're gonna move on to something a little more productive for the night. We're gonna bass fish, I believe. I would stream all night here if I had the lights for it, but it's kind of, once the sun went down, I kind of realized although this isn't bad, I'll say that, it's not horrible. Alright, that's gonna do it, guys. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate everybody watching. Appreciate the 28 likes. Sorry we couldn't get you some fish tonight, but I learned a lot. I'm gonna get a cool night setup going so I can do this a little more often. I mean, this time of year, the night and early morning are where it's at, so. But we did get skunked. I think I've been on 3 hours, maybe 3.5 hours, not a single carp. And there's 5 rods out because my buddy's over here, Carlos, with his 2. So that's 5 rods. We tried corn boilies, pop-ups, strawberry pop-ups, corn. He's got a squid boilie and a strawberry boilie going. They're not in here right now. Or they're not biting on the bottom, but I don't know. I don't think they're in here. If they were in here, they show themselves. So anyway, you guys, I'm gonna say, damn that light. I can't see anything now. I'm signing off, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. Watch the second I click off, I'm gonna have to hit record on the camera because it's gonna start the reel's gonna start going off because that's what always happens. But you guys, I just want to say thank you, and I'll see you Monday. If not sooner, I'll see you Monday for sure. And I'm not sure where we're going to be or what we're going to be doing yet. Probably bass fishing on Monday. But I'm going to play it by the conditions. TV announced. Alright, peace out, you guys. Have a good night. I hope everybody gets some fishing in this weekend if they can. And if not, I hope you enjoy your weekend. And I'll see you guys Monday.